Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Tony from Teflon Media, and in this video, I'm gonna give you my take on the verses. I watched it. Hope you guys got a chance to watch it. If you didn't watch it, go to Apple Music right now. It is still well, not streaming, but you can. It's a playback going on, so you can go back and watch it. I suggest you watch it. Don't know how long it's gonna be up. It should be up. Who knows? It was a lot of controversy. We're gonna get into some of it, not all of it, but let's just start off with. This got to be, if not the biggest versus that they've had, in my opinion. I don't know the official numbers of viewers, but I got to believe it was probably a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot, probably at least a quarter. I seen on someone's, I think on the Instagram, it was like 250,000 people watching it. I just saw it just pop up. So that is crazy, you know what I mean, for one. For two, to have two huge record labels that really kind of pioneered the rap game as far as Southern music on the stage at the same time. And you know them, in the fact that they came from the same city, so you know there was a lot of animosity and beef and a lot of, just feuding going. We all know it was some feuding going on between them or whatnot. So for them to be on the stage, I got to say that right there also made this a great versus. But it doesn't go without without no controversy. There was some controversy during the verses that we're gonna get into. But I want to start off by saying shout out to No Limit and Cash Money for showing up and showing love and doing something for the culture. Cause trust me, I knew it took a lot to get everybody on the stage. But the ones that did make it, man, I know I appreciate it, even though, it was cut short. We're going to get in that too, but I appreciate it. And I'm going to try to keep this video short, but it was so much that was going on. But we're going to kick it off with the entrance of No Limit. So if you didn't watch it, it was like some issues going on with the mics. And Manny Fresh had the mic. And Manny Fresh was like waiting for them to get, for their mic to be on, because he was trying to talk to P. But he wasn't getting no response. If I recall correctly, he wasn't getting no response or whatnot. So he ended up saying, you know what, we gonna go in and go first. But, P did what you should do. When you the best, you show up late. You know what I'm saying? So he strolls up late. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. He just pulled up all late. But at the end of the day, the way he pulled up, everybody had on fatigues. They were militant. It was just like what you would expect from No Limit. And I had no idea of what to expect. I just was like, they're going to be already on stage or whatever. But no, P pulled up, No Limit, everybody in fatigue. So that right there is just like, and P already running in place before he even got on stage. P was already running, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got to give a shout out for P for showing up, fashionably late. And it was fashionably because they always dressed to impress in the fatigue. So they kicked it off right. Manny Fresh, I got to say, did what he was supposed to do. He held down Cash Money. He kept everything in order, kept everything on their end running smooth. He used his superpower as a DJ to really like orchestrate, the Cash Money playlist. And I got to say, it was well put together. At first I was like, some of the songs that was being played, I was like, why did they play this one so early? But then, you got to realize they got so much music, and I didn't know how far back or how far forward they would go as far as the music. So I was like, okay, let me just chill. I'm gonna just sit back and watch. It didn't take long to get a little controversy. I think some controversy started with Birdman, of course, when he started saying that, what he invented and things like that, and, being flashy, tattoos on the face, and, what I'm saying, he was really getting at P, like, real heavy, and P basically responded. But, I seen a lot of people talking about Tamar, and the fact that she was on stage, and it seemed like, she was in the way. To me, I feel like she was doing what she was supposed to do. People was making comments about why messing with her sister's husband, blah blah blah. I'm like, man, she look at the man like a brother to me. You know what I mean? That's the way I looked at it. And it looks like he treat her the same way he had her on the stage. Like that's what a big bro would do. You know what I'm saying? So in the fact that to me, I saw when he was about to set it off, and I'm jumping a little further ahead, but when he was about to jump it off, he was talking real crazy, and she went over. Let me get that mic from me. She took the mic and he looked, but he realized it was her, and then she wiped the sweat off his head. And to me, I was like, y'all got to stop making these comments about people that y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Birdman is a character. These people are characters. You know what I mean? Like, not all of them live the way that they may act out, in over social media. You know what I mean? They all know how to gain and hold attention. And so I think Birdman was smiling a lot. So I know he knows what he doing. And if he was such a bad person, the way people try to make him out to be, I don't think Toni Braxton would be with him. And then I definitely don't think Tamar would even be on the stage. You know what I'm saying? If he would treat Toni Braxton wrong. So I can already see a situation where maybe Tamar birthday or something, and they want to go to Miami, and he like, shoot, y'all can just use the crib. I'm gonna be I'm going out of the country, so y'all can be at the crib. Y'all have y'all part of the crib. I'm gonna have the boat out there waiting for y'all and everything. Y'all can just use my boat, use the crib, have fun. I'll talk to y'all when I get back in town. I can see stuff like that happening, but people just making up shit. So that was one. That was something that was controversial. I seen people talking about. Mia X, got to give her props. She held it down. I mean, it sounded like she never stopped rapping at all. I didn't follow her career too much after No Limit, so I don't know. I know she put out some projects. I think maybe 10 years ago or 5-6 years ago or so, I may have went back to see if she dropped anything or whatnot. But for the most part, she sounded like Mia X. I got to give her props for that. To me, it was a really close like versus. They was going blow for blow. If you ask me, I don't think it was. I kind of gave Cash Money an edge, and then when I would give Cash Money an edge, the next song that No Limit would play, I'd be like, dang, but I don't know. It was kind of like that. Since Cash Money went first, every time they dropped something, I'd be like, okay, ain't no way. Then No Limit come back with something. I'm like, dang, I forgot about that. So it was like really going blow for blow. Juvie was holding it down. Juvie just every time they try to counter, Juvie come back. Pow, you know what I'm saying? And they counter back. Juvie just holding it down. BG was definitely holding it down. If I had to give an MVP for Cash Money, that would probably, it'd be tough between Manny Fresh and Juvenile, but I probably got to give it to Juvenile because Juvenile definitely held it down 100%. Without Juvie, it is over with. That is a loss, hands down, loss. So Juvie probably to me gets the MVP for Cash Money. Like I said, on the No Limit side, Mia X was holding it down the most. I got to give her props, and I'm probably gonna give her MVP. Silk the Shocker did his thing. He still can't rap on beat, but you know what I mean. That's his style. You know what I mean. It's always been his style. Even back then, we were saying that man, he don't even rap on beat, but we definitely was getting the album and waiting and trying to find the No Limit song, the Soldier song. You know what I'm saying? So we was listening. We had all his albums. I know I did. So I was listening to all of it. Mac held it down, but then there was some more controversy because I was looking online just kind of seeing what other people were saying, and I saw that Mercedes made a comment saying that she had a wristband and she was supposed to be on stage. And if y'all don't know who Mercedes is, Mercedes was probably on every young man's wall back in the day because she was, to me, I looked at Mercedes as No Limits, Lil Kim, or Trina. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have that, and they had some songs featured with Trina, but they didn't have their own Trina. And if y'all remember this album cover, I know you got to remember that. That cover right there, if that one on your wall, boy, I might have to ask you what side you playing on. You know what I'm saying? No, I was just playing. But yeah, Mercedes was like really mad about not being able to perform her song, and she talking about lawsuit. So we're gonna see where that goes. What else happened? Birdman, obviously. Birdman, being who he is, the personality that he is, he got to say something crazy. So he called out Turk, you know what I mean? He called him a B, you know what I mean? And people are like, making a lot of comments about it. Even, Turk has made his comments. I heard a little bit of what he was saying. He was basically saying that, Wayne would show him love, and if Wayne would make things happen and it would be no problem. So he was trying to figure out who is the person that's trying to keep him off the stage. And he was kind of insinuating that it may have been BG, because he don't know who else would be hating on him like that. But Birdman basically called him out his name. But see, one thing about people from New Orleans that I found, they will talk crazy about people that they actually care about. So they may say, man, I love you, but you a B right now. You know what I'm saying? They may say things like that. And that's how they talk. That's how they deal with each other. So some people that don't know will look at that as like, dang, he been really disrespectful. On that stage, I would say that probably is, just because of the fact that a lot of people don't understand New Orleans, like how they handle their situations. But I've seen that, at least from him a lot. He say things about people he actually care about. And to people that don't know, they probably look at it like, dang, bro, like, why you talking crazy like that? So yeah, so that was probably like one of the biggest highlights. And I bet you he's probably trending on Twitter, on X right now, from them comments, because he went in. And then the other issue, in this same conversation or this same speech that he was making, he said something that made, to me, I felt like it made Juvenile cringe. He was talking about people leaving Cash Money, and when he started talking about, people leaving or whatnot, you could see Juvenile, like, he did like something like that with his mouth. He was just standing there, because Juvenile was listening. He was listening to what he's saying, because I know one thing about Juvenile. I've been to a lot of his concerts, and Juvenile is always like in a certain type of mood. He's always like peaceful. He's always high energy. And I can tell that it's like, dang, like he's listening. He's like not doing a whole lot of moving. He is listening to exactly what Birdman is saying, because he on stage with him. So whatever he's saying is like almost like I'm co-signing this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he was listening, and he probably felt like, man, dang, like I'm in the process of probably drop some new music. I got a family, and I'm on stage with a grown man talking reckless. That's what it felt like to me, when I looked at his facial expression. But if y'all go back, I might show it on the screen, when he, I don't know if I'm gonna do all that, but I may show it of him like cringing a little bit. And Mia X actually made a face like, behind him. Y'all can see that too when he was at the very near the end. Y'all can go back and you can see what I'm talking about. So that was something that happened. Outside of that, it ended early. Who booked the venue? I need a refund. Even though I wasn't there, I still deserve a refund. I need to put in a formal complaint. I need to put that complaint in right now. I need to know who I need to put this complaint into, because for y'all to be on this stage with these, not y'all to be on this stage, for them to put together a verses, take out time to put these two juggernauts on the stage together, something that we probably would never even see again. And we may never see it again because of the conflict that happened. We may never even see this again. And we don't even get the full version of it. It's crazy to me that this went down to where it's like, I'm literally over here eating. I'm like enjoying the first few songs or whatever. I'm now I got my drink, and now I'm ready to, like, vibe out. And man, it come up like saying it's about to be over with. I'm like, what? Like, ain't no way, man. So I need my money back, bro. I need my time back. I might have a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like that, man. We deserve more as fans. So I need to get some answers about why it ended early. And why was it in Vegas with that dead crowd? Vegas, where y'all at? Chime in. If you from Vegas, tell me that ain't normal. Because I've been to Vegas a lot of times, and I don't understand why that crowd was so... I seen somebody... The crowd was dead. I seen somebody just like this. In the middle of the crowd, in the front. Bruh's like, I am not amused. I'm not entertained, nothing. I don't know what was going on with that crowd, but maybe they should have did it in New Orleans. I think that would have been perfect. But or Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? They could have did it here, and they could have did it at the State Farm Arena, and it would have went crazy. But who knows what, who picked the venue and why and what happened. But at least we got something. I would say at least we got something. But let me know in the comments, man, what you guys think about the verses. Do you think we got a great show? Do you think we need another verses from Cash Money versus No Limit? What you think about? Oh, I didn't talk about the fact that Wayne didn't show up or Turk. No, I said Turk one there, but Wayne didn't show. We didn't have obviously Mystikal and C-Murder is locked up. Romeo didn't get a chance to perform his song. You know what I'm saying? He was there. I know he wanted to perform. So I will say this before I get out of here. I will say this: if Mystikal would have been there, I don't know. It would have been Mystikal and Juvenile going head to head, and I don't know who would have came out with that. Mystikal, I don't know how you beat that personality. I don't know how you even beat the energy. That would have been something to deal with if Mystikal would have been there, but unfortunately, Mystikal is not available. So it's your boy Tony Farrah for Teflon Media, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about the verses. Do we need a redo on this one? Are y'all satisfied? What you think about the Turk and Birdman situation? Birdman also shout out, he stamped NBA Youngboy like he the next Lil Wayne for him. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know about that too. Birdman definitely stamped NBA Youngboy. Y'all let me know who y'all think y'all MVP is from No Limit and who's the MVP from Cash Money. It's your boy Tony Farrah from Teflon Media. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get it.